start by saying all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Ramakash. Double honors unto the apostle, the great millstone, and my little wealth, and shalom to the whole collect, shalom. Alright, and with the brothers on up, diligent brother right there. Bilingual, trilingual, every language you like. So yeah, man, we're gonna open forum. We're just gonna go into the spirit lead, man. 2022, yeah, turning up. Around the Lord is gonna come back any moment now. Around, we're seeing great things happen on earth. Right now we got says Ephesians 5:15 to see them that you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time of the days of evil. Yeah, so I see them that you walk circumspectly, it's like look around and to be aware of what's actually going on. Right? It says not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time, taking into consideration the times that we're living, what's happening in the world. Like I think about things, especially when I'm at work, hearing how we're talking about the future. And then it's just a reminder that we're blessed to have this truth because we understand the future that they see isn't going to manifest. Why? Because the days are evil and all of the signs that this place is about to go down are very much just are very much there for us to see. And that's why I said circumspect. The word circumspect basically look around. So what is that? What should I bring to mind? The Lord told us to do watch as well as pray. So we're watching. What are we watching for? We're watching the prophecy come to pass, right? We're watching the measurement of what we're watching for the prophecy. They outlined. And these are the things we're seeing. When you go to the book of Luke, Matthew, Mark, right? Mark 13, Luke 21. Matthew 24, the Lord speaks about specific signs as to coming, right? And we're seeing many of them signs come to pass. Plagues, wars, and rumors of war, right? These things are manifested before our eyes, and that means that what we need to be ready for it to come. Yeah, he is wise virgins as opposed to foolish, right? So, and Salak is there in the background of this place right now. Keeping that place downstairs. Get into it as well. But this is 2 Peter 3, and I'm going to stop in verse 11, where it says, seeing then that all these things shall be resolved, what manner of person to be in all the conversation, godliness. Right? And that's going into, we understand that the space is going down. It's how we carry ourselves, right? Like all the things we speak about. Circumspect and everything. We had certain we still in this place, still things are do, but it's the mindset in which we're doing it. When you think about 2 Ezra 16 and 40, right, where basically it's going into could you grab the yeah, I said I'm just living up in my parents' house, which spirit, Second Ezra 16 and 4. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to that battle. And you know evil, even as silver upon the earth. He that sinneth, then is he that feareth away. And he that buyeth, as one that produces. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit by it. And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. That's it. Yeah, so it's just there's certain things that we do, but it's the mindset of doing it. So when we're reading seeing them that all these things shall be resolved, what manner of person would be to be no holy conversation godliness? And I believe that word conversation in the Greek goes into basically how you carry yourself. Right? It's how are we the way of carry ourselves in this world. But we understand this place is about to be destroyed, right? It goes on to say, looking for and feasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being in part shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with earth. Right? So this is going into that destruction. Right? So we're looking for an hasten. We're not putting it far away. But we're seeing what's happening in the world, and there's only one conclusion. And this shit is done. This man's kingdom is over. Right?
I got a quick one. This is Proverbs 4:23. Keep thy heart with full diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. So this is right now in the battle of mind, right? The old Proverbs where it speaks of inside of the two groups. One speaks of evil and the other one speaks of good. Whichever one speaks will win. So this is a battle for your life. It's the same thing with the spirit. Is do you put full outline in the book of Romans that this is a battle between the flesh around the Lord of the book about he said the spirit within the flesh and weak, right? The battle between the spirit, which is housed in the mind, and the body, which has the lust of the flesh, basically. Itches tries to chip away at your mind to draw you out, right? So this is why you have to keep your heart diligent. You have to be mindful. When you take hold of something, you have to think of the end of mind. What would be the end of it, right? And really, us coming into the truth would be sat down and make it up. Check this is the most beneficial situation because what? Out of the heart comes what issue of life, right? You understand Isaiah 33:6. Look, you got wisdom and knowledge shall be the security of that time. So that's what's going to allow us to believe. And that's what's going to guide us in these hard times we're getting into. So
it says, Romans 12:2 says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of the mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the time. Right? So basically, what you're saying is, when we first come in, when the two wolves that walk, that is let's be wickedness. They come in as truth, which will restrain them, restrain them to the best of our ability, and just keep it quiet, right, so that we can continue in righteousness to the best of our ability, right? And that's a process, right?
when you come into the faith, demon power up, Peter goes into it, and what happens that evil goes out and finds 7 other people destroying himself, and tries to make an entrance. And really, that don't stop. The whole time you're in the faith, right? That don't stop. When those 7 don't work, you're gonna find another 7, and they try again. That's why when the Lord was tempted in the 4th chapter, and he succeeded in fighting Satan's son, he's conquered by anger. What happened? He said Satan left him tempted for a season. So Satan's temptations are seasonal. That means just like how the seasons change from spring to summer, to autumn to winter, right? That's the same way Satan comes. He'll come as a season when it's time back, okay? Done had your time to grow, now let's try again. And you're looking for a way in, seeing it, he's weighing you up, just like in the book of Job, kicking back and saying, hey, what demons do I have? What 7 demons do I have to find? That they say gluttony. What 7 demons do I have to go out there and find to kind of draw this guy out and get him over? That's the game, man. So you have to be steady on your D, because of it's crazy in the dunya. But now you have to be on point, all right? Be mindful of what you take hold of.
Where's that one again? Satan as a born God.
I want to say it's First Peter 5.
So First Peter 5:8. Be sober, right? And basically think clearly, right? Be vigilant. keep an eye on what's going on. So because the adversary, the devil, has a roaring lion walking about seeking to be devoured. Right? And I believe Elder Apostle McCartney did a couple of weeks ago. But basically, brothers not walking in the spirit of just things are happening and not processing what it is that's happening. Right? Because there's certain things that that happen that they're very much a demon that is trying to mess with you or whatever you have. The people that were around, the faces that see the certain people on the roads that drive, things that happen in the roads. Basically, you just got to be vigilant, right, and keeping an eye on things, and not just like having a spirit of walking heads in the car. Because Satan is out there, man. In fact, can I grab this as well? This is Ephesians 6. Starting verse 10, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put the whole armor of his heart that you may be able to stand against the wild devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in our places. So that's the battle that we're ultimately fighting. And that's why some days your bosses don't be cool. Then the next day he's going to be outright. Why? Because Satan jumps on him. And on the day he starts being a demon, guess what? Now your woman's a demon. Because Satan, like you talking about for a season, right? Then the demon jumps up with the woman for a season, jumps onto your boss for a season, right? Then it's a family for another season. And on all of you, and sometimes it's both you at the same time. But then you start looking also into that. It's a high levels of that as well in terms of like who actually runs this for these elites. They're constantly casting spells, right? On this world. They watch anything, you consume anything that is from the elite. But guess what? It's witchcraft. Right? Like for instance, the whole new Kendrick album. I would listen to it. For instance, that song that I like, but basically, he's talking about his auntie. He's basically just basically exalting them. Man went from Hebrew to Homo, right? Because Romans 1 speaks about those that have pleasure in those that do those wicked acts, right? And that song was basically having pleasure in it. Right? So I was just kind of watching, reading the breakdown of what he was saying and his lyrics, all that. That is straight up witchcraft because now Jake reveres Kendrick. Jake reveres Kendrick. Jake reveres Dave Chappelle. So when Dave was talking about his trans friend, he was talking about his trans friend. Now Kendrick's cool with it. That's just straight up witchcraft. So just finish this off, verse 13. So wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Lord side that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. Stand. That's basically these scriptures. This is our defense, right, against these things, right? Because we hear that Kendrick song, right, and then we apply the fear of the Lord, and then we're like, yo, that's off. But Jake, what was the Lord? All the understand scriptures are going to take about their voice. They're going to be hearing, it's cool to have people to be cool about that lifestyle, instead of avoiding it. Because guess what? When you're cool with that lifestyle, and then someone presents that to you, like for instance, you have certain, I remember one chick said to me one time, I was having sex with this guy, and then I put my finger on his house. But then he didn't forget he liked it, right? And you hear that shit, but because that guy hasn't got any defense, he didn't have a problem with it. Why? Because he had already opened himself to the portal. I'm not being tested by those things. Right? So this be real. Any chick comes anywhere near that area, you might catch a case that night. This is be real. You might catch a
Closest thing to him, head bar, whatever's there in that place. She's holding.
So,
this is the book of Romans 1 and 16 or something 16. But I'm not ashamed of the gospel, but it is the power of the Most High of salvation to everyone who believes.
to pick up and say, so I'm not ashamed. Because, for instance, when you look into the scriptures, right, it's talking things that are against this world, right? And then in defense of that, really, we're making ourselves an enemy to the world. Right? Isaiah 59:15, that's what says, I'm not ashamed. What Paul's about to say, bro, he bring this out at the, you know, guess what? The problems, right? But then again, it gets to a thing of if workers come up to the camp, they see something like, oh, I mean, you know, that hasn't got, I haven't got a problem with it. Now you're ashamed. Now then you're ashamed.
What is the power of the Most High and salvation to everyone that believes, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek? But therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. The just shall live by faith. Remember what does it say? It said the spirit that is in the God preparing about that. It said the spirit that is in it, right in it, speaking about Esau, which I love. If you're of this world, basically taking hold of the soul of the spirit. That's why the Lord said, you are of your father, the devil. They're not seeing the father, right? Because they basically took on the covering of the devil, all right? So, for justice by faith, right? For the wrath of the Most High will reveal from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for the Most High have shown it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. All right? We know it clearly. Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination, and their foolish heart was darkened. That's why this nigga's got a crown of thorns. And you don't understand the implication of where that isn't the crown to wear. That is the cup of the Lord. When you are maybe not ready to drink this to the Lord, right?
But you know what? I think you're fine because you speaking like a judge. If he was to go behind the phone, he was judging. See, like, and you are guilty of this. And it's true, he's guilty, man.
Big time, bro.
Big time, man.
Big time. Like, I don't know what, because it's like, what kind of nigga the nigga got Esau blessing on his waist in the back, and he's wearing a crown of thorns. The Lord didn't have no on his waist. He, in fact, the sword was the previous form of God, alright, which is the original form of it, alright. He told Peter to put up his sword after he cut the father's ear off. He said, "They that take up the sword shall die by the sword." So you have some audacity to wear a crown of thorns on your head because you're not representing the Lord's image correctness. And that's what the spirit has you being condemned. You know?
Yeah. Hey, which if the Lord may have put to death. Because I think about was it Herod, where basically there was and it's God's the voice of God, and then corrected them, and then it's almost a smoking, you know.
So let's. So it says, verse 22, Romans 1 and 22. Blessing themselves wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made it like to a corruptible man. It's a dirty fucking project apartment on Section 8. Alright? And changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to a corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts, creeping things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. He changed the truth of the Most High to a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause the Most High gave them up to mild infections.
Mild infection. Yeah, man, I have a few work colleagues that are like that lifestyle. Every now and then they walk past me. I just look at them and I'm like, the things you do at night. You know, then you kind of shed the shivers that, like, you know, if you do see a woman, which is
Yeah.
this and that, but they see a man and have them saying, yes.
Satisfying, man. That's good. Man.
But hey, how do we know it's all spirits and demons or honey? Because they all sound the same. They all have that lazy and the whole feet with their hands all do that weird thing.
Even, you know, it's deep because one of the areas of it's like, it's one of the possible, you don't go that way, it's niggas go that way, it's you know, one of the possible. So when you have this, all them people that alternate lifestyle, they smell, they all wear the same cologne. So it's like, I only smell like, so it's like the Lord gave us, remember, there's a spirit we stole. The Lord said he imparted the people according to where Jacob said everyone was given their culture. They were given food to eat, they were given apparel to wear, they were given like a lifestyle to follow, you know, culture, only that built up into a culture thing. So that demon of, you know, LGBT, you know, that alternate lifestyle, it's a whole, you know, you smell that dish, you wear these clothes, you walk like this, you talk like that. This is our slang, this is everything. Just like how the brothers salute each other, we all speak the same way. Yeah, brothers say, what's the word? You know, I'm forgetting because it's like, you watch any GMS video, any brother, one West brother, it sounds the same. When we feel about it, all right? You know, like,
that's right, yeah.
That's right, you know, every brother's gonna say the same thing. Culturally, we're being molded, right? All trust in us all. We're all in one mind, one spirit. Same for them. Every one mind, one spirit. A demonic spirit, you know? All right? So I'll carry on. So it says, verse 25, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. But this caused the Most High gave them up unto vile perfection, and even their women did change the natural use of that which was against nature. A pregnant man, Calvin Klein. Why are you pregnant without no breast? You had a sex anyway. Yeah, and you're having pregnant.
It was all manner of confusion because it was like the chick was hugging the guy that it was just confusion. But this is why this place is Babylon. Babylon confused. Babylon great.
Just the run of the mill Babylon. Great Babylon. This is the room. Nah, this is it.
Yeah. And if I can say that, this is speaking about homosexuality. Yeah? Right? However, whenever I read that, also think about how these women don't even was a natural useful to give birth for children. They don't even want to do that anymore. You know, but I said he is mainly talking about homosexuality.
But that's a good point. That's why the whole thing right now is Roe versus Wade. The whole reason why it's a big thing is because women were react to fetuses, which would really murder their child in their womb. They wouldn't have right to do that. Why? Because they're against the natural use. Their breast isn't for feeding child. Their breast is to captivate the minds of people, right? So they could wear a top with no bloody bra on and captivate the minds of people by going on the guys feminine, right? But they're no different from a fucking man. In the village in Africa, man. It's the same shit.
It's a complete turn of upside down. Because, for instance, like you said, and I'm thinking, it's true because you have certain women that say, I don't want to be, it's going to ruin my back.
Yep.
It's going to ruin my breasts, it's going to ruin my books, it's going to ruin this. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, as a man, I enjoy all this. I'm not going to pretend I don't. But they have an actual purpose, and that is to feed the baby and to bring forth children. And those are the, those are the functions. That was the commandment. So,
it's lucky, bro.
No, knows that was purpose to come out with fruits of multiply.
And that's they said about it. He says that's what I'm funny. I did research on it because I know the two girls I grew up with. One's actually a Colombian, she's Asher, right? And the other one, a white girl. The white girl, skinny like a twig. Remember I saw like after school, like school over here in Bishop. I saw her. She had a daughter, maybe 19, 20 or so. She had a daughter. That girl had a Coca-Cola for me. It was amazing. I was like, oh my lord, like this is, and I remember her because it just blew my mind. Like you gave birth, and your hips just your body just molded to have birth to give birth, basically. And then the Colombian girl, that body just went, yeah, like her body just, her hips just went
Right.
great.
So what's that proving then? That statement is once again about Eastwood witchcraft.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And really, it's a blessing to give birth as well. Because it's like, you might be saying about my body's like this. You don't know, the Lord might take you to another level to age your child, man. Giving you the bosoms you never imagined you had. Maybe from a B cup to a D cup.
yeah.
Have your hips on tilt. And your bum cut out, all of that, man. And that's a blessing from the Lord.
Hey, can I grab this Bible real quick? It's in Psalms 127. Priests, lo, children are heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of you. Happy is the man that hath his good is full of them. He shall not be ashamed, that he shall speak again and again. Right? And I'll bring that one up because there's everything I'm saying. Children are a blessing. But this scripture said in Isaiah 16 about how this man is turning everything upside down, right? So then now people look at children, children, right? But this man has made it such. You know, back in the days, it was joy day low. I'm like man child. But in this world, once again, they don't know what she's going to do. Don't know what Esau. Then she comes out. Esau's now trying to stick her with, stick your child with fucking jabs in and all of that shit. Right, then they go to school, and then from there it's all over. Huh? But that's why the scripture said we're looking for righteousness. We're going to go back to the stage because remember what was King David's punishment? So was it Boca? I forget her name, but basically when she made Boca, punished her by not giving her a child. Right? That was a punishment back in the day, but nowadays it's people are active trying to live that life.
Romans 1:27. And likewise also the men in the natural woman burn in their lust one toward another. Men with men working that which is unclean and receiving themselves the recompense of their error, which was met. And what was the recompense of their error? Disease is one form, right? Because that brings about disease of the flesh, right? That's what that's brings as well as what? Over the judgment for the heavenly Father, right? He's going to meet them in some way. And that's why the lake of fire coming to Babylon the Great is for what? The effeminate, right? The different
Terms of
lifestyle.
That's it. That's it.
No, that's it. That's the point.
Says Second Thessalonians 2:11 said, after this cause, thus I shall send them strong delusions that we should believe life, that they all might be damned to believe not the truth behind the measure of righteousness. I'll bring this up because there's so many delusions of this world, and them will turn to God. So that's one. For instance, you have one to say, oh, it's okay to be, God, I can still be a Christian and live an alternative lifestyle. When you come into this truth, there are certain things that we did in the world, right? And everyone has their thing that they've done that they're proud of. That's what comes to the truth. It's a clean slate. You stop doing those things, even as the apostle pulled out. Romans 1, 26, Romans really Paul's telling them to repent, right? So even one of them individually, like, hey, and leave that stuff behind, even like for instance adultery, right? Where before we came into this truth, I speak for myself. Did certain things that you look back at it, you're like, man, shit, what the fuck, I do all of that shit, right? But however, it's a thing about repenting and then not doing those things, right? So this truth very much a thing about the um, letting that old man off and stop having pleasure in things that were wicked, right? Just a quick one. So Isaiah 5:20, born to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness to light, and light to darkness, that put bitter to sweet, and bitter. Right? So born to them that call evil good, and that's basically what is in this world right now, where the individuals that call evil good, right? Anyone that's living that alternative lifestyle, right? They hear us speak, they're going to be offended at us. And in fact, the whole world practically is going to be offended at us. Right? But really, what are we saying? We're saying what the Lord is saying. We're saying actually what we're doing is death unto you. Right? And it's a thing of, look, there is a window of repentance. Otherwise, you're going to be destroyed. Right?
But this is John 10 and 1. We take all of that stuff, we should understand. But as they say, there is no hope. There's one lifestyle. That you don't go to where the Lord basically what's going to happen. That's because the Lord is life. That's why even Proverbs 4:23, I believe, it says about what keeping your heart and life, the issue of life, the issue of life comes from what's the issue of life, the way of the Lord. King Solomon had everything. Right? Only the conclusion we came to that all his money and then you got to serve them with Father. So this is the book of John 10 and 1. It's very, very excellent to be. He that entereth not by the door to the sheepfold, climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is a shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. Alright? And when he putteth forth his own sheep, goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, and they know his voice, and a stranger will not follow, but will flee from him. Alright? That ultimate lifestyle. They're gonna say, listen, they're not gonna be like, nope, they're gonna be like Joseph with Pharaoh's wife. So say he's gonna grab it, then who's most gonna get garment, and we'll run naked, for the sake of that.
Rather than, because Joseph said it, wickedness and sin against the Most High, right? And because that was the thing. He was in a new situation, because she was like, look, I'm labor. But then guess what? If he had labor, but now he's sinning against God. So what did Joseph fear more? He feared the Most High more than he feared man. Right? For instance, that's something that people in this world don't do. Like, women have to say, "Oh, I have an abortion because my parents killed me." Okay, cool. Now the Most High is gonna kill you. That's crazy.
So it says, verse 5, and the stranger will not follow, but will flee from him, but they know not the voice of strangers. And that's why it goes into what? Book of Isaiah, what, verse 20? It says that we'll hear a voice behind us saying, the Lord's member will be moved into a corner of the room. We hear a voice behind me saying, oh, give way. So, that's what we've done that order, all right? don't hear our word because they're of the world. You know?
More than that, done it. Go down on it. So hey, we're best to have this truth because man, hey, I'll be at work just so I talk to you. So, well, I'll bring up certain geopolitical things. These individuals. This is before you even get to the scriptures. This is just things of yeah, I try to break down the whole Russia-Ukraine situation today, and they just can't see it. They scoffing and they not comfortable and that sort of stuff. Well, that's because ultimately their eyes are blinded, and those are things that can't switch to. You can't see calm things. How can you see the spirit, right?
It's a book of Second Ezra 9:1. You honestly be better than said, measure down the time of itself. When thou seest part of the signs part, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time where the highest will begin to made. This is part of the reason why present the geopolitical to people when they come to it. Right? If they have information to it, obviously they're bound to it. Right? They don't actually understand the science of God. The spidey sense tingling here, right? Because even like trying to and he would basically talk about different things in regard to food, right? Different things that happen early in life in regards to like geopolitics. But his standpoint, even with the Ukraine thing, it's like oh well, we learn and see what happens. But it's not in the eyes of the Lord, it's not. That's why there's levels to it, all right? But some people watch it and be like, well, this shit that's like but science not right, But that's more for the men in his faith. Even speaking about Kendrick, and I checked out his album, like, we go back and listen to like his old stuff. And I remember because one it came out a couple years back, not his first Section 8, not his first one of his oldest. And his song ADHD. And he said the lyrics in the song, he says like, that everyone's caught up in into day to day that the world is about to end. So since back then, people have been saying, and I remember back then as well. That's what kind of led me to being in the faith. Like it was earlier than that time, but it was going around. It's just like something ain't right. Something in the air is just saying this shit don't make no sense. But most people, they're just going from the day to day. Just living going through the motions. Yeah, right. They literally just sheep to the slaughter. Which of course that's more specifically talking about Israel, right? Because you see these people where they my favorite insult NPC, right? Non-playable characters, in the game, playing GTA. They're just characters that certain games you bump into them and they're just walking, they're not moving, and then eventually they move around. That's what these people are, man. You've got the main characters, you've got the NPCs. When I read that, I was like, oh shit, I was like, that's a perfect insult, man. Alex Africus, man. It's abbreviated, so it's funny. They're the best way to get someone about so verse 2, all right, second Ezra 9:2 says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Now this is coming out of the Bible. Mind you, this is second Ezra the 9th chapter. Not everyone has access to Apocrypha because it was taken away, as it says the name, all right, or sent away, taken away. But the point being is what? The Bible is the highest selling book in the world. This is something that people are well acquainted with, all right? But even now, you can, it just shows you everyone has a Bible, but no one reads the Bible, all right? The brother just found the Bible here, I'm showing you your read so, read science up, science. But it's just like internet. Internet is part of the information age. And this device right here, this phone, right, brings the world to your fingertips. Information. I remember growing up in the 90s, I remember I used to go early That's growing up that time, you had to go to the library, man. Yeah. I wanted to learn about karate, I'm going to the library, I'm reading a book. And the book is saying these details. If I want to look into like science or science, I'm going to the library and I've got to spend time in the library. Now with the internet being at your fingertips, you can do anything. But guess what? It's the same, goes back to those two wolves. It's the evil and the good, right? Second, so Rock speaks about that. Well, evil being against good, right? You basically have things like TikTok, all right? You have things like Instagram, Snapchat, right? YouTube. But then all these things can be used in wickedness, but they can be used in righteousness. The word presented at the forefront, wickedness, right? So even that is these things, even those before you, it takes some real work of the spirit dealing with to actually understand that. So we're in that time. So, this is what's that.
News is a quick one. March 13th, that we take, eat, watch, and pray. And watching is, it goes deeper than just what one start with. You know, when we watch as the scripture says there, we're filled with these things, restrictions. Because one, we've got the most important, being shrine. But there's one of the key important things is understanding who our enemy is and our enemies. So now when we understand that our enemy is each with them, when he presents us something, we're always of the view of now how do we filter this? Right? What's his hand? You understand that this man is a devil. The devil's what you see. That's what the word comes presents. The outburst, right? So when he's presenting this praying thing at 24/7, it's like, okay, cool. Let's get deeper into this. That's a problem once again when it comes to geopolitics and certain people that speak at. Don't speak to because they ain't listening, but I'll speak at them right every now and then. I say trying to do that best because speaking to fucking wall. Right? But when I'm saying these things, because they just receive the information from Sky News and don't have culture, right? They just get taken by the witchcraft that Esau puts. Once again, we understand that it was in Second Corinthians, devices, right? So we always know when he's pushing something, his agenda. Right? Same thing I was saying at the camp yesterday. Same thing with what's his face, with Andrew, right? They're the ones that pushed the whole thing with Andrew out. Right, and the proof of that is we know them man do worse than what Andrew's accused of. We know that these man be killing kids and drinking their blood and all of these different things. We never hear about those. So why is it that they've actually allowed this whole thing on Andrew to come out? Not just Andrew, and you've got Judge Ketanji Brown, right? Then Hunter Biden. Yeah. Well, my man was straight up kiddie porn on his laptop. Right, but why they let all of these things out? Because we understand that this man has an agenda to add P to the alphabet, man. You know. But yeah, that's those.
I'll go back to 2 Esdras 9:3. Therefore, when thou shalt be seeing earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right? For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so the time also, the highest have plain beginnings and wonder of how it works, and endings in effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby he hath believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land.
And then Father say that's where we want to be. We want to end up in preserve. Right? Rest of like for instance, individual downstairs making all that noise, right? Just picking up the camera. They even for them it's peaking, right? Because especially now, you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure when we was just chatting about other stuff before. But as soon as we get into it,
jump.
Just jump on it. We're hoping to be in a number.
Prince of power. What is the air? Vibrations. Satan just vibrating in the side of that air. Play some music. And he just started playing music. So that trying to push that demonic spirit. So reading this, 2 Ezra 9 and 8 says, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. This is all about what left, right? They've been shown what the foundation of the earth. There's no two ways about it. Really, this is the thing of we're doing these works, we're hoping to bring part of that number, right? That's our faith. That's the only thing we can do. But in doing so, if you are that, what should you be doing? You should be doing the works of the Lord, right? Showing your diligence to make your calling of election sure. That's you know, that's so that's what's required of us. And this is the thing, it should be the spirit anyway. Hey, we're Israelites. It's part of our culture, right? It's funny, I got a friend, and it's like anytime I link up with him, we be in public places, like a coffee shop, wherever, and he will just be blazing the shit out of me. He's just saying, and we'll be in like, areas where it's, being gentrified. Stuff. He be saying, yeah, man, it's like black women, they don't know, they're not the same as us. Black women have a hard time, like we're the most attractive. So he's saying this, he saw, she saw, every soul can have. Everyone here, you just condemning the shit. I'll be like, bro, man, I get you in black, but I'm trying to play it low. But it's like, Jay have it, within them to some extent that that's their culture, but we have it in the full sense of the truth, pure, we're being sanctified. So what should we do? We should be speaking. And remember Ezra in the book, what led to him writing the books, all right, is when he asked for the spirit to come upon him, and it says, lit up, like the candle in his mind, all right? He basically had a spirit on him. And the others that were there to scribe with him, they also had the spirit, and they were writing down, but then when it comes to eating, he fell back. But then Ezra himself, he couldn't stop. He just kept going. So the spirit kept on talking. But it's even like now, just voice will just chilling. The moment the camera comes on, the spirit just ascends down and boom, 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 boom. It comes like.
Hey, you got that Sunday school song.
Yeah. That's it, man. And that's it. Because we all got a different parts of it, talents. And the main thing in those different talents in those different talents that we have, the utilization of those talents is what speaking, man. You just have to present the doctrine. Yeah. It's just like how, just look at how there's Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, all right? All telling the same thing, but just saying it in a different spirit. Yeah. That's what you got to do. The Heavenly Father, who you to your spirit, man. So, since you mentioned so this is Matthew 5:14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hidden. Right? No matter what you do, you can't hide yourself. Right? We're the Israelites. Right? It's the best kept secret that Esau tried to keep hidden, but it just can't stop because it's within us. We're in the city on a hill that can't be hidden. Right? You have Jake singing about sweet chariot swing down, to coming to carry me home. Yeah, Jake, just everything is inclined in our spirit. No matter what the presentation of what do they call that stuff? Atheism, new world culture and ism and all this type of stuff. Jake still holds to the word of the Lord. In a corruptible sense or in a righteous sense, can be elect. Right? It can't be hidden. Verse 15, neither do men light a candle, put it under a bushel in a table, but on a candlestick. Right? Not only on a table, but even on a candlestick. and they give light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. This is
no, I was saying so.
yeah, this is for the glorification of the Father, but at the same time, it's for His glory.
Yeah, in fact, that's what it says. 86. So I remember when I first read the glasses, I thought the Lord ain't sick. I feel my holy ain't sick.
Yeah, that's it. This is all for Him, man. That's why the Lord said pride was not made for Him, right? It's about the Lord getting His glory on the earth, all right? And that's why you go to Romans the 9th chapter, telling you what if the Lord did, set up Pharaoh, to make it, big in front of the eyes of people to establish his power. It's the same with Esau. Esau's talking about setting up Elysium. It's 2024, man. Right? He's making that a reality. He's talking about having, what do you call it, nanobots and people. So if you can live another 10 years, you might live forever. Like, that's what he's presenting before the eyes of the people. And that's what's making him, be like, you know what, I need to be around, right? But they're going to find that there's a power that's greater than that. So that all those things they believe in is an omnipotent power that dwells in the fourth dimension, that's present in the now and here and now, but invisible to the naked eye. And he's going to manifest himself in time. And we put all of this to a sweeping whole. That's right, establish a kingdom with people that no one ever thought would be the ones, man. They're going to take big sticks and ton of roots, whack, clean them up, set them up for the kings over the earth, man. So this is for His glory, man. Same for us, His glory, right? So we'll close up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll close up on that note. Say praise to Yahweh,
Hashem, Shai, Hashem, Dash.
the apostles and